Welcome to the Cruising is Life podcast. Whether you're a seasoned cruiser or just starting out, we have something for everyone. So sit back, relax, and get ready to set sail with us on the Cruising is Life podcast.
I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, everyone.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Somebody's saying no sound. Is that true? Brandon, do you have us muted?
I see. I was the one that was muted, I think.
Yes.
It
Come on,
disconnected,
man.
it disconnected my mic. Whoops. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Cruising is Life podcast. I'll have to edit that. But I hope you guys are excited for another awesome episode. We're cruising on the lovely Carnival Venezia here in just a few days. So, yeah, lots to talk about this week. And, of course, Justin's back, and he will be the one that's cruising with me this time.
Yes.
Fantastic.
All facts.
Yes. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. Dimitri's, as usual, is going to just ask us a whole bunch of questions. But I do want to start with, Justin, like, what's one thing that you're looking forward to the most about this cruise?
I'm excited to get back with Carnival, but I'm also excited for the fact, it's classic, but it's Italian. It's their Italian brand that they brought over. So I'm excited to, buongiorno. So I'm excited. I'm excited to try an Italian Carnival ship. It's going to be unique.
Yes. Exciting to be back with Carnival, even though it's only been like one cruise from you away from them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we last sailed on Carnival with the Carnival Glory. I then, both of us sailed on Oasis. I just got off Seashore, but now we're back with Carnival. So exciting stuff. And yeah, I think that's the one thing I'm looking forward to most is just experiencing the Costa by Carnival and seeing what that's all about. Because I've heard a lot of great things about it. Seems to have been really popular when she was up in New York. So excited to have her here in Canaveral, and of course now we're getting a chance to sail on her, so should be very fun.
Yes. Very exciting.
Very fun. It'll be my second time on a Costa ship too, which would be fun. I actually sailed on the Magica, as a Costa ship, of course, back in 2006, December of 2006, or something like that. So not my first rodeo when it comes to a Costa ship, even though this is a Costa yet also Carnival. So it'll be interesting.
Yes.
Anyways, Dimitri, get us started. What you got for us?
When are you guys leaving? Where are you going without me?
Well,
I sense a little bit of salt behind that.
yeah, that was a very salty Dimitri.
Hey, we invited you.
We did.
Don't
But,
fool the audience like that.
But to answer your question, though, we are sailing out on Sunday. So for those who don't know, Venezia is the Sunday 7-night sailing ship from Port Canaveral for Carnival. So we are on the 7-night sailing. We are going to the Eastern Caribbean, and we're actually going to a port that I've never been to before, which is going to be really cool.
Ooh.
But yeah, so we've got a 10:30 boarding time on Sunday morning. So
You better be there at 10:28 with whistles on.
we're gonna be there at 8.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, so we've got the early boarding time. Of course, I'm platinum, so we're gonna be able to get the priority boarding anyways. Funny thing about getting the boarding time. So I had like a thing in my phone for my calendar, like, oh, the check-in for Venezia is this day, but I did it a month early on accident, and I forgot to reset the timer for the actual day. Lo and behold, I get a text while I'm on Seashore 2 weeks ago, and Justin's texting me going, oh crap, we forgot that the check-in was today.
And I was at work, so I couldn't do it either.
Yeah, he was unavailable, and I was on the Seashore, So we were just like walking. We were literally walking from the buffet. We grabbed water before we got off the ship, and I was like, "Oh crap!" Like, hold on. We pulled over, like on the pool deck as we were getting ready to head downstairs, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get at least a boarding time." So
Yeah, thank
I
God you got a
secured
good
our.
one. It nothing really
I
mattered,
know.
but
10:30. I mean, yeah, I guess 10:30. Platinum was gonna get me that anyways.
right.
But yeah, so we got a good boarding time and everything like that. So
Good.
very, very fun.
So where are you guys going?
So we are going to have 2 sea days from Canaveral. We have 2 sea days heading out to St. Croix, and that's actually the place that I've never been before. Have you been there, Justin?
I have not. I'm
That's like
excited too.
I know. Like our itinerary actually got changed from what it was originally going to be, which is a bummer because we had a crazy lineup of ships on the schedule for all of our ports. And so I'm a little bummed in that regard. But the fact that we're getting St. Croix is going to be really, really cool because I've always wanted to go there. Because not many ships go there. They used to go there a pretty good amount, years ago, but you never see anything go there anymore these days.
Right. So I'll take it. I'll take advantage of that.
Yeah, because originally it was going to be San Juan, St. Thomas, and Grand Turk, which really the only thing that changed was the order of us doing things. And then, of course, instead of St. Thomas, we have St. Croix. But we were supposed to have like the carnival celebration with us, like in all 3 ports. We were supposed to have, I think, the new Staten Dam. Was it one of the newer ones?
It was basically packed at St.
day.
Thomas and Puerto Rico. We kind of got screwed on it because I love St. Thomas, especially when it's a busy ship day like that. But
yeah, we're going to be right up close and personal with the celebration too, which would have been awesome. So, because I haven't really seen her all that much. I actually did see her in St. Thomas one time, but that was on the Wonder. But we were over in Crown Bay, so couldn't really get a good look at her. But now we're going to St. Croix. We're going to have Vision of the Seas instead of the lovely Carnival celebration next to us in St. Thomas.
Yeah,
we're going to have the Vision of the Seas next to us in St. Croix.
Yeah, classic.
Classic. I'm bummed, but not bummed. I'm going to a place I've never been before, which at this point in time, like as many cruises that we've been on, it's kind of a rarity. So I'll take it.
Yeah. And the only other good thing about our itinerary being switched is when we're in Puerto Rico, Norwegian Pearl is going to be with us. And for those of you that don't know, Norwegian Pearl is going to be on a nude cruise.
Shotties, get ready.
You think I can get a tour of the ship while we're there?
Don't tell Alexis and don't tell Rachel. We'll be fine.
That's a joke, babe. She's not even listening.
But yeah, I remember seeing that article. It was like somebody posted about it, and it was like, oh, Norwegian is offering this nude cruise coming up on Norwegian Pearl. We saw the dates, and I texted Justin. I go, how funny would this be? And then we pulled up the schedule because we had just gotten rerouted, and lo and behold, we're gonna be docked next to Pearl on this cruise.
Hilarious.
So, oh god, it's gonna be interesting.
It's going to be something.
But then the other port that we have is Grand Turk, though. We're going to be next to Sky Princess, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I haven't been to Grand Turk in forever. I think the last time was 2016 when I was on the Vista, when it was brand new.
Damn. Yeah, I think I was there on the Magic in 19, I think. Whenever she was out of Fort Lauderdale.
That was an 8-night, wasn't it?
It was, to Aruba.
See, I do want to do that. I've seen some 8-night Aruba Curacao, like Bonaire ones on Celebration. Oh, it's so tempting.
Well, that would be nice. That'd be a good ship to do it.
Very tempting. It's like only instead of like doing everything on the way down, like some of them do, like, Dominican Republic and things like that. It just does A, B, C, and back, which is sweet.
Ooh, that's nice. I haven't been to
one
Bonaire yet. I've only done Aruba and Curacao.
There's one in August, and because I am officially no longer on Star, I'm looking at alternatives, and I saw that, and I was like, ooh, very tempting. I have a couple things that I have in mind, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, other than that, after Grand Turk, we have another lovely sea day. Then back in Canaveral. Womp womp.
Back in Canaveral. Boo. But it's gonna be a good cruise. It's a good itinerary. I've heard really good things about the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really, if anything, I really haven't heard anything bad about the ship.
I've
Yeah,
been
I'm
hearing,
excited.
I've been hearing pretty good things up in New York about it, and then I've heard nothing but amazing things since I got down here to Port Canaveral. So I'm really looking forward to it. I
And
see in
it's
the
me and
chat
Poop's
somebody's
first
going
7-night cruise
on.
together.
I know. I see somebody said they're going on Southern Caribbean on the Horizon in July. I love the Horizon. We know the
Nice.
captain.
Oh,
We're
we
yes,
buddies
you
did.
with
guys
him on
do.
Instagram. I know. I wish he was on the Venezia instead, but
For real. That'd be lit.
but I love the Horizon. That was a good ship. But yeah, this is just a nice. After all the, what have we done? Like 10 cruises, something like that now together, which is insane.
Something like that.
But this is our first time actually doing a full 7-day together, which is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yes, our first sea day. We do actually have specialty dining on this cruise. I actually did that on my last cruise on Seashore as well. Ironically, both the same thing, but we are doing the hibachi. We actually,
excited.
the cool thing about this is that with the hibachi, it's like 50. The prices are pretty good especially compared to Royal. Royal, it's like $80 almost once you factor in the gratuity and everything. Whereas we have Carnival where it's like 55, but they actually offered it on sea days. They offer it during the day for lunch for $10 less. So I think we paid $46 per person to do that. So our first sea day, we're actually getting lunch and hibachi.
Very nice.
So
Very
pro tip,
nice.
if you want to save $10 a piece, just do it during lunch on a sea day.
Do it for lunch. Yeah. Got nothing else to do.
Yep.
What else you got for us, Dimitri? What else do you want to know?
So, since this is a Costa ship, I don't know if you guys are like doing any research before you guys get on the boat. But what's different between her and like Vista? Like, I mean, I haven't really done any, digging. But like, is there anything for other people? Are there any things that you guys know that are going to be different before you actually go, and is going to be different?
So the overall layout is pretty similar. The weirdness of it is because of the retractable roof. You don't get that retractable roof on Vista, Horizon, Panorama.
Yeah.
But of course, the quote unquote, if you're going to really be specific, the Vista class versus Venice class, both Vista class ships, but these Venice class are the Costa ones, obviously, but they have the retractable roof. So with that, it eliminates a staircase that's, I guess, by kind of where the TV screen is, or it eliminates a staircase somewhere to where, like, if you needed to go to one point to the other, like sometimes you have to go like up and then over and down, which is far less complicated than Seashore, I could tell you that.
I told you that from the beginning.
Seashore was, wow, that was something. I overall had a good time on that ship, but wow, that the layout of that ship was wild. It was just so unnecessary sometimes.
Yep.
But anyways, we were here to talk about the Venezia though. But yeah, so I heard like the pool deck, because of that retractable roof in the middle, can be a little wonky. But overall, I don't think there's anything too crazy about it. Overall, being a Vista class at heart, you're gonna still find the same layout overall on the ship. The pool deck is of course going to be completely themed around Italy and Venice itself, so that part's going to be really neat to check out. And then instead of the giant LED column, or I guess they call it the Dreamscape, I believe, on the Vista class, it's just like a giant pillar in the middle with like a lion, I think, or golden lion on it, which I think is some sort of Italian sort of something there. So that, instead of the Dreamscape with the LED column, is really the biggest difference visually on the inside. But they really did keep the Italian heritage of this ship. It looks like, of course, that would take a lot of money to, it would take a lot of money to take all of that out, and it would be really unnecessary to take it out. So
Right.
yeah, I love that. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most is just seeing. I think it's cool. Just it's going to feel like we're on a Costa ship overall. Like I truly think it's going to feel like a Costa ship regardless, even though we are technically on Carnival. So that's going to be really cool because that's just so different.
Very true. I mean, the other thing is that, who's going on these cruises? Is it straight up Italians and Europeans? Is it the same Carnival crowd?
I
Who knows?
would wager that it's still your Carnival passenger. I don't think the weird thing is because people book Carnival cruises and they think it's going to be this big crazy party atmosphere, and it usually is. And I'm not saying that Venezia isn't, or same with Firenze if we're looping both of these into it. But they expect these crazy like giant pool deck party looking ships, but then they get on like this almost premium Italian themed ship and they're like, this doesn't look like a Carnival ship that I see online. Not that it's a bad thing, but there are certain people that are just there to go absolutely bonkers, and that's not really what this specific ship. Limit. Oh, they lowered the limit, but they raised the price, didn't they?
I believe so.
I see Coop in the chat asked if we got the drink package. We were thinking about it, and then they raised the price. I could care less about the drink package. I'm not a heavy drinker,
Okay.
But
same.
But if I have it, like, yeah, I'm gonna have a couple of drinks throughout the day. Like if I have the drink package, but it was we were looking at it, and what Carnival did, and a lot of people were really upset about it, is usually. It's like, oh, we're going to be raising our prices. It's going to go in effect this day. Usually a lot of people can be, jumping ahead and trying to grab it, while it's still at that lower rate. But they just said, oh, starting now, like it's going to go up by, X amount of dollars. So we got a pretty good deal on this cruise in the first place, but the drink package was going to end up costing more a piece than we paid for the cruise.
Yeah, forget that.
So, no thanks.
MSC also followed suit as well.
Yeah, that's MSC. MSC, you're also paying $5 to go on those ship anyways, so.
For real.
LOL. Do you guys know what the headline shows on the ship yet, or who the cruise director is?
I don't.
Oh, I know Lee was recently on there. I don't know if he's still. I don't think he's still there, but I remember I'd seen Lee at one point on there, but who knows? The Carnival's cruise directors, they used to be like, you could tell like when and they still have the schedules, but like they don't have like the big names that they used to before COVID.
That's true.
Like back before COVID, like Lee was up and coming. Now he's kind of like, the big guy of the group, which is awesome because, it was cool to see him kind of like come up in a sense. I really only had him once on Mardi Gras, but like he seems to be kind of the go-to guy to bring in the new ships now. But like pre-COVID, I mean, you had Matt Mitchum, Dr. E. Dr. E was on Seashore, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's with MSC.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy. I didn't get the chance to talk to him, but I had never like saw him out and around the ship to like stop him or anything like that. But it was cool to see him.
Before he left Carnival.
Yeah. For those who know Dr. E, he still does the singing, every morning on the PA system. But yeah, like Dr. E, Cookie even.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Mitchum. I had Matt Mitchum. Actually, the crazy part is I had Matt and Dr. E at the same time on Glory in 2014. And then I also had Matt and Cookie at the same time on Vista in 2016. So that was cool. Like having, those two different times where they were teamed up was crazy. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Cookie, Dr. E, Matt, when Matt left, it was like, what the heck? Even Mike Pack. Mike Pack was a great cruise director on Horizon when I was on it in 2018 or 2019. So they don't really have, I know Kendall. Seems like Kendall, Donkey, and Lee are kind of like the only big guys that are left.
Yeah,
So
it's unfortunate, but
yeah, I don't
whatever.
really know what
Honestly, I don't
happens.
even really care for the cruise directors anymore.
Yeah, their cruise directors are so different on Carnival because it's like they're the celebrity of the ship, like they're the face of the ship the whole week. But like, I mean, unless you've got one of these like bigger people, which I think I saw Donkey's on the horizon right now, but that's like other than him and Kendall being on the Jubilee, I don't really know where anybody is anymore.
Hmm.
But like they're kind of like the face of the ship for the whole week, and nowadays it's just kind of, I wouldn't say gone downhill, but you don't really get that same vibe with some of the cruise directors anymore that you used to get, 5-10 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Do you what do you call it? Or did you download is it the Carnival app?
Yes,
Mhm.
they still use the same hub app. We used it a little
Same
bit
hub
for
app.
Glory. I will say, like going back to MSC, MSC's app was pretty good. I would say if Royal Caribbean is the gold standard, if that's a 10 out of 10, then MSC's app was kind of a 9. But
Mhm.
Carnival's app is pretty good overall. It's nothing crazy, but my cat's going to. Oh God, Jesus Christ! She just like started jumping all over me. um, but Carnival's app is good. I mean, could it be a little bit more in tune? Yeah, to an extent, but it's good enough. It usually it comes to life when you're on the ship, actually connected to the ship's Wi-Fi. I noticed with the Glory, so there's really not much going on with it right now, other than hey, here's your boarding pass or whatever. But once you're on board, that's when all the menus will start to pop up in there. That's when all the all the extra stuff will pop in, with
Yeah.
show times, stuff like that. So
All right.
could stand to be better, but overall, not the worst. At the end of the day, it's just an app.
Do they still offer 3 tiers to their Wi-Fi package?
Yes, I think I purchased the top one.
The top one?
I
Which
gotta
think
get
is
mine
premium.
too.
I
Did you
last
even
time
buy
I
yours
got,
yet?
I think it was like $120
That's
for the
about-
whole week. For a whole week, it's not too bad. Yeah, it was like $23 a day, which I think is about that's like the top tier, and that's what Royal Caribbean charges. But like you can go cheaper. I think it's like $15 a day for the social plan, which is what I had on Glory, which wasn't too bad. I almost lost my Duolingo streak, but that's besides the point.
Oh boy.
But all right.
Yeah, so hopefully the
Um,
Wi-Fi is good because maybe I might try to do maybe some TikTok lives or something like that. I'm not really sure. I've been putting a lot of effort and time into TikTok lately, and it's been paying off. So I might try to do a little bit of extra something, for TikTok while I'm on board if I can.
Cool. Where's your guys' room and what kind of room is it?
So we have an interior. We still have an interior despite our upgrade. We originally booked like a deck 2, down below the water type of inside cabin.
Basically under the water line.
But
Under
what
the
we were
sea?
able to do, they offered us I think it was $60 total. But we got an upgrade, which even with this upgrade and the extra $60, we're still paying under $100 a night, at the end of things, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But so we are now on deck 9, and we're only a few cabins back from the forward elevators. So we've got pretty good real estate.
I think we're the first cabin back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at our actual cabin number. Let me see if I've got my iPad here if I can find
We're like
map.
right next to the elevators, basically.
We're up there, and the nice part is with like that, like deck 10 is where everything is, as far as the buffet and everything. So we're not going to be
Yeah.
we're not going to be underneath it smelling. Yes and no.
Or you guys underneath the front where the spa it goes up for the spa.
We're going to be like right underneath, kind of like where the elevator bank is before you get there. So we're not going to quite be where the pool deck is. Like we're still a little forward of where all of the nonsense starts. So we're not going to, we shouldn't have any of that noise. Let me find our actual room number if I can.
You don't know your room number?
It's an inside cabin.
Yeah, nothing to be remembered.
No, it's an inside cabin on deck 9. That's all I know. Let's see if I can Anyways, continue the conversation while I figure this out. Or keep asking questions, I guess.
Yeah, keep asking questions, Dimitri.
I'm gonna go back to Coop's question. Is there guys burgers on there?
Yes, there is. And the cool thing is that it seems to be slightly altered, at least on the menu. So it seems like there's obviously like I think you can get like a guy's burger with pepperoni and stuff like that on it, or some like a meatball or something like that. It seems pretty cool. Like I don't know if whether I'll try it or not. I don't know yet, but it seems like to have a pretty cool twist to Guy's Burgers, which and that's exclusive to the Venezia and the Firenze. So that'll be cool to check out.
Yeah, you better check it out. You got 7 days. You better do the slides. You better do
yes.
You have a ropes course.
Yes, so I have a plan in place.
Ropes course.
So don't forget the GoPro straps.
I have both GoPros and both head straps ready to go.
Cool.
So you're welcome. So our room number is 9280.
I'm pretty sure it's like that first one when you come out of the elevator, like around the corner. Or the second one.
But yeah, so kind of what I had in mind though, and this is our first, 7-day cruise together, and we're so used to doing these shorter cruises, is that, sometimes we just won't do the water slides, water parks, stuff like that, because we just don't have the time for it. But this time we do. Yeah. And so, I think what my plan is that, so the first day, since we have our big lunch at Hibachi, I'm going to probably end up waking up early. Usually, I'll like to get up early on like a sea day if I can and do the ship tour before the ship wakes up, all of that. So probably get that out of the way, have a quick breakfast, and then, then we'll have our lunch and just kind of explore the ship since it's our first day. But we have 2 sea days to start. So the second sea day in my mind is the day that we're going to do all of the fun activities on board, like the water slides and ropes courses.
Yeah, get all your camera stuff done the first day.
Right, so exactly. Yeah, that's also just like, it's not a stress, but it's more of just like once I have the ship, like no matter what I do, like once I have the ship tour out of the way, no matter what day it is, I can let go a little bit, because I don't know what it is, but just like I guess that's usually like one video that I always have to do is the ship tour. And
the ship stinks, you have to make sure you got the content.
That too. Okay, so 9280. Okay, so yeah, we're like the first. Yeah, we are literally so the forward elevators. If you head out of the stairs, head out of the elevators towards the stairs, you're gonna make a left-hand turn. So we're gonna be on the port side of the ship. And so you go around the elevators. We're the first one. So not quite there, because we're going to be actually below a couple cabins. So that's actually perfect.
Yeah.
I think I remember on Vista, there's like a lobby, you after the pool, and then you walk forward, and it's kind of like a little thing. You can either go like downstairs or up to the spa or something like that.
Right. And the cool thing is usually like Java Blue, the coffee shop on board, but usually that's like down on the main promenade, down like on 5 or wherever. But this one, they actually have it up on the Lido deck, on deck 10. So literally, I just come out, I go up one set of stairs, and like walk 100 feet, and I'm at Java Blue. Love.
What? So I know obviously Carnival has the Havana section in the back. Is that like their suite only area in the back there, or what do they call it?
Oh, what's it called? It's called Terraza.
Terraza Carnival, and there's no
Terraza.
pool.
Oh, there's no
Yes.
pool.
So
There's
it is
two little hot
still
tubs.
it is still exclusive. So actually, when it comes to the ship tour and getting content back there, we need to go on a boarding day to get back there because after we set sail, locked up. So I want to do that because I definitely want to get a couple TikToks and stuff like that made back there, and especially footage like for the ship tour.
Okay.
But it's, yeah, the weird thing is, you know, I guess with these being the Costa ships, it's no pool back there compared to Havana, which I did stay in the Havana on Horizon, and the Havana area on the Vista class is perfect. The XL ships, they just didn't quite have the ability to pull off what they did with the Vista class, you know, just the way they shaped it. So it's kind of unfortunate, but I know the Vista class Havana areas are the best ones. It looks like there's 2 little hot tubs there, but there's no actual pool like the Vista class has.
Right.
But it looks like a really nice area back there, though, which is cool. And they still have those cabana type staterooms as well that have the little porch rather than an actual balcony, which are pretty cool. The cabana that I stayed in on Horizon was pretty cool. I must say it was one of the more interesting cabins that I've stayed in.
Does Venezia retain her bridge wings and the secret decks up front?
Yes, and so there actually
We're on that
is.
deck too with the bridge wing.
Oh my God, deck 9 is the bridge wing. You're
8
right,
is the bridge.
Close to it.
dude. We're like right there, dude. We got a good room location. That was the best $60 we've ever spent.
For real.
So wow, yeah. We literally just have to go forward, just a couple rooms. That's crazy. I know we're kind of lacking on the chat here. I know it's kind of filling up here, but we've just been talking about the deck plans.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even realize how close. I forgot about that because like other than the XL ships, like every single Carnival ship, the bridge is always on deck 8. Like Dream class, Conquest class, I think even the Fantasy class are on deck 8. I'm pretty sure. Like it's crazy. That was like a weird, interesting change, and I don't know why they were always on deck 8, but it just were. But so yeah, so deck 9 is where those bridge wings that we're gonna sit out on are.
Cool.
There's also a thing. I sent it to Justin through Snapchat when I was looking at the ship the other day in Canaveral, but I don't think it came out. I don't think it fully came out of like what I was trying to grasp. But there's like a little. So on the Vista class, it's only on the Vista class. I think it's a spa on the Dream class, but there's like 4 cabins, 2 on each side of like that top row right below the Serenity deck. But right in the middle, there's just like a random walkway you can go through, and it's just like, it's almost like a balcony up there. It's just a little tiny little cutout sandwiched in between 2 different balcony cabins. So it looks forward, like, yeah, you get better views on like the bridge wings and stuff like that, but I can guarantee you'll never find anybody up there.
True.
I like
Making
that.
little spot. It's pretty cool. We'll have to find it, like at least show you, because I was able to find it on Vista, but I couldn't find it on Horizon, and it's there on Horizon. So I think I just didn't look hard enough, or I just didn't look in the right spot. But we'll have to find it just to at least show you.
That works.
But yeah,
Nice.
enough of that ramble.
For real.
Do you guys have any spa passes or anything, or no?
Spa passes? No, I did not. I
No,
had to.
Pookie
I
won't
had
pamper
to.
me.
I'm paying for your lunch. Be grateful.
I can't be. Just kidding. I'm very grateful, Pookie.
That was the nice part about MSC though, is that part of that gold status matching that we got to do a hour in the thermal suite for the spa, which was really nice. It was a kind of a nice change. That was honestly, like, looking back, that was like a really good, obviously it was like an overall good cruise, but like it was a nice little like refresher from all like the go that we do on these cruises. Because like Alexis and I just hung out like on the, did sunbathing, went to the spa. We just like didn't do much, which was a nice refresher. But it also was good, because now we're going to have 7 days of absolute chaos and running around the ship. So, it's going to be cool. I had a good time on Seashore though.
Does Costa do time dining or anytime?
I
Both.
think yes.
I think we have any time though.
Are you guys going to go to the dining room? I would hope so.
I think at least
sure.
once or
Yeah.
twice I'm going to bring
I
stuff.
want to get the dessert. And
Also,
French onion
Antonio,
soup.
what's going on? Welcome, Antonio.
Lots of pictures.
Yeah, I've got some stories about MSC though. I'll have to hit you up later on about that. But yeah, we had a decent time on Seashore. But yeah, so I think honestly, when it comes back to dining though, I don't think it really matters in my case because I'm platinum. Like, I think it's just I could show up and show the maitre d' and be like, hey, can you get me a seat?
Give me a table right now.
Like we've done that before. I think we did that on Valor one time, where it was like we missed our dining time because we were out on an excursion, in Aruba. But because we're platinum, we were able to walk up and be like, hey, we missed our dining time and everything. Like they pulled some strings for us, man, because it was they got us like our same table and everything like that. It was pretty crazy. Or like the table next to us, so we got the same waiter, all that. But yeah, so that seems to be, I think we have the anytime, which one cool thing I like that Carnival does is that they have the two split dining rooms. One is going to always be for that reserve time, so either the 6 o'clock or the 8 o'clock dining, and then the second one is going to be anytime. So like that's the random one. So like they split that into two different ones to where it kind of organizes in a sense.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one cool thing I really like about Carnival. Glory's the same way. It's like fleet wide. They like every Carnival ship has two different ones, even the XL ships that are like that.
Yeah.
One of them, I think it's the anytime. So I think we might luck out. But I think the anytime dining is the one that has that big gondola in the middle of it. We have to check that out. That's going to be so cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of unique things on this ship that like you don't really think about until you see it. So like that's like
I
one of
cannot.
them. It's like one of the canals in Venice. It looks like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, TikTok is going to get spoiled with content of the Venezia. I am looking forward to. Of course, YouTube is too, but some like just a quick little short edits that I can do with some of the things that are like the unique little things on the ship. TikTok is gonna get spoiled. So
Yeah.
if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, follow me there.
Same. Before we get banned.
Yeah, right.
I know you talked about where the ports you guys are going, but what are you guys doing in those ports?
So
Or any excursions?
So no excursions. Grand Turk's always kind of like a beach day. And St. Croix, I think, especially just being our first time there, probably, it would be cool, being the first time there to do an excursion. But I think it might just be good to explore the port and just kind of check it out because it's an unfamiliar place. So
Yeah.
I'm
Puerto
not-
Rico we're there until like 2 o'clock. So
yeah, we don't get there till 2 o'clock,
no, we're there. We get at like 7, and we're there till 2.
2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Right.
right.
Told us not even go.
Oh my god. But yeah, I think it'll be cool just to kind of check out St. Croix. San Juan might be kind of cool in a sense, just like walk up to that fort
St.
because I know
Croix,
that
you
is.
guys are there from 9 to 6.
Puerto Rico.
Oh, Puerto Rico.
Yeah. But
Just walk to the fort. Go. It's
Yeah,
up on a big hill and get a
that's
picture
what I
of
was
the ship.
just. That's what I was gonna say. Is if I was thinking like we were gonna be there a certain time, but I think we leave early instead of late. I think we were originally supposed to leave late because I was like, oh, how cool would it be to ship spot from,
Yeah.
us being up on that fort? Because I think one of the ships were gonna leave pretty early that day that we were originally there. But you win some, you lose
Whatever.
some.
That's what I always say.
We'll be definitely winning, hopefully. Maybe we'll have to go to the casino. If you gamble enough, they'll start giving us free cruises.
That's true. My parents go on Celebration twice a year because of that. Maniacs.
Maybe we'll have a couple free cruises to go on soon. Maybe that'll finally convince Alexis to do a Carnival cruise. She will not go.
For real.
I was like, what? I would not take her like on the Glory or something like that. She's never been with Carnival, but I was like, I would not take you on that. But I think you should try the Celebration though. She's like, I don't know. It'll be interesting. But yeah, maybe we'll get some free cruises if we can win some money in the casino.
You never know.
You can win $1,000 if you gamble it all away. Yeah, that $1,000 is going to give you a free cruise, though. So, are you really losing $1,000?
It's one for good use.
Oh God. Yeah. Anyways, next question.
Do you think that? I mean, this is going to be another question, so we're going to come back to this after. So we're going to do the same question after the cruise. But do you think Carnival should costify more of their ships, or is what they have enough?
Like pull more Costa ships in, or like just turn them into Costa ships.
Before you go, do you think the concept is great? Because then you're going to cruise, and you may agree, and you may not agree. So what do you think?
From what I've heard, I think it's a great idea.
I think it's great for the right cruiser. If it's somebody that's taking their first ever Carnival cruise, thinking they're going for an absolute party house for an entire week or for a weekend, no. But at the same time, they're not the ones that are going to kind of enjoy that ship to its, for what it is. But when you have the seasoned Carnival cruiser and there's a reason they put fun Italian style. They put the emphasis on there. They make sure these stand out on their website. It's not like you're going to look at the Carnival Horizon and the Venezia side by side. They're not going to look the same on their website. Like, they're going to differentiate and show that these are the Italian ships, which is good, but some people are just blind and will completely ignore that.
Yep.
So, like, for that type of cruiser that's looking for your average crazy party, Carnival cruise, but, and I think that's why these serve special markets too. I mean, you have the Venezia up in New York, and now it's starting to do seasons down here in Canaveral, which is great. Because I do think Florida deserves one of these ships. So I think it's great that they have that. But then you have like the smaller market of, the Firenze over there. So, I think they're doing a good job with them. I don't know if they should or shouldn't bring one in. I know that they won't, but should they? It would be pretty cool if they did. I think the Smeralda would be awesome. I'd be on it in a heartbeat. You get that running Saturdays out of Miami and Celebration on Sundays. That would be amazing. That would be so cool. Awesome. I don't think they will, and I've heard that they won't, and I've heard that these ships will eventually go back. So, it's cool to experience these ships and kind of see these ships now while we can.
Yeah.
That's part of it too. Like, we kind of wanted to jump on the ship while we had the opportunity to, especially, not only is it close to home, but we wanted to jump on the ship, regardless of where it was. Even if it was Miami, we'd probably still be going, so.
She's planning to stay here for a little bit, huh?
She'll be back next year.
Yeah, she'll be back next season. She's just gonna do the summers in New York and come back down, which is great because she spent the whole first year and a half. So even the winter season, she was up there last year. So it's nice that they're bringing her down during the seasons.
Yeah, that's nice.
Gives us a little more variety down here too.
Did they give you a reason why they changed your itinerary? I don't remember.
Port loads.
Yeah, probably.
There was our Grand Turk. It was going to be 3 ships in Grand Turk. Obviously, there's only a dock for 2. There was going to be like 5 in San Juan and like 5 in St. Thomas, which was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That was going to be awesome, but
I don't know.
there was
We
just
had to get the stinky boot.
I don't know. Oh, it was a stinky boot, all right.
Stinks.
But it's whatever. Now there's like 2 to 3 ships, which is I guess better like when it comes to crowding. But for us, we're ship nerds, so we like to see the ships.
Yeah.
So that's whatever.
I hear you.
So, yeah.
Did
What else
they
you got?
like when you're doing the check-in stuff? Do you have to print it out, or is everything on the app? I know I already talked about the app.
We got an email today saying to have it printed out. So
Yeah, that's what we
really?
had to do for Glory a few months ago as well. So that part I don't like. See, Royal
'cause I
Caribbean,
don't know
even
either.
MS. Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna print out tonight. Actually, it's on my little to-do list here on my iPad. Um, but that's one thing I like. Obviously, again, I've mentioned it earlier, but Royal Caribbean, their app is like the gold standard. That is, what all cruise lines should try to copy. When it comes to how easy and how fluid and how good that their app is. But Carnival's, MSC's was pretty close, not quite, but pretty good. But Carnival's, you still got to print out that piece of paper, lug around a piece of paper all day, until you get to your room, which sucks. It's just a piece of paper, so fold it up, stick it in your pocket. Yeah, but if I could just show a barcode on my phone like I can with literally every other cruise line. I haven't tried Norwegian since I think they redid their app recently, if I'm not mistaken. But
It was a pain in the butt when I went, and they still give you your room keys in the terminal.
Oh, really?
Explain that.
Ew.
Yeah,
I know
at least I don't know
wonder-
if they changed it to some of the newer ones, but Jewel's doing it here in Tampa still, and Epic
Speaking
did it
of-
when we were.
Speaking of room keys, I don't know and your mom's the travel agent for this, but maybe I could just ask. But I remember like a while back, I was like, hey, because what you can do with your 25th milestone cruise, you get all sorts of onboard credit, you get a special card, all that stuff. And I had asked her, and she had like done it for me, and she was able to move it to where, because Carnival Glory was 25 for me, but she was able to move that milestone benefits over to Venezia, but I got all those benefits on Glory instead, but I don't see the onboard credit showing up yet, at least for that. So, but I did get a pretty decent amount on Glory, so I wonder if something happened with it. Regardless, whatever. I got my stockholder benefits, so that's all good. That basically paid for our hibachi lunch, so that was cool.
Love.
What day is that on?
That's on the
First
sea day, yeah.
Monday.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of cruise stock prices, oh my God, Royal Caribbean absolutely crushed their earnings for the last quarter and last year. Their stock price was up another 5 today, but their stock price went up $30 yesterday, and it was up another 5 today. That's crazy. And Carnival and Norwegian aren't even worth 30 in the first, themselves. They had pretty good days too. They've both been up about $1 or $2 a piece the last couple of days. So that was cool. Good for me because I'm a stockholder. But I was just watching Royal Caribbean stock price yesterday was crazy. So yeah, speaking of, I guess, might as well throw that out there, but not financial advice. Obviously, I'm not responsible. But for those who don't know, if you have 100 shares of, a certain cruise line, so Carnival, Royal, Norwegian, if you have 100 shares of their stock, you can submit something ahead of time before your cruise to where they will give you either 50, 100, 150, depending on the length of your cruise, but they'll give you onboard credit. So like this 7-day cruise, I got $100 for being a stockholder for having 100 shares. So just a little fun tip for those who don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways,
What else? What else can we talk
I
about?
think that's pretty much.
that's all you-
That's all for me. Hope you guys have
Okay.
a
We can
great
wrap it up.
time. Lots of pictures.
so I guess out of everything that we've got, like what's the one thing that you're looking forward to the most on this cruise though? Like, is there anything that's like standing out?
I think just that, like I said earlier, the Italian vibes mixed with Carnival. You know, like it'll feel like we're on a Carnival cruise, but it'll have that Italian vibe. So that's really,
Right.
and the fact that it's a 7-night cruise, you know, we can actually enjoy ourselves and not feel like we're being rushed.
Right, exactly. That I'm definitely looking forward to, just being on a 7-night cruise. Obviously, like we usually do like one 7-night cruise a year, but it's usually like, you know, in the past, like you've always gone with Rachel, I've usually gone with like my parents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like our first 7-night cruise together, which will be, you know, really fun and, you know, cool to do on ship spotting. I'm anticipating, because I've come from like 7-night cruises with like, you know, 18 to 20 videos. I'm expecting like 30 because it's the two of us together for the whole week. So usually
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
usually I
interesting.
end up with more videos when we're together than when we're not together. The Seashore series is going to be pretty short for several reasons, but that's one of them. So
I wonder what it could be.
no debark video.
4
I was
days
dead on arrival.
BP.
Hey,
Yeah. Did I not tell you that? There is no debark video. I was
nothing.
dead. I was not a thing. Dude, I was dead.
Hey,
No
you just
way.
gotta take the L and do it in your pants while you're filming.
I'm sure she would have loved that.
Be like, sorry, babe, I don't feel good, but I have to get the shot. Oh.
Yeah, we were up to like 2 because of how sick we were, and then I was not getting up at 4 to watch us come in.
You should have just stayed up
No.
at that point.
No. It was yeah, we were literally dead on arrival. It
Oh
was so
boy.
bad.
DOA.
Literally DOA.
DOA in PC.
NBC.
But yeah,
Well, hopefully we don't get sick on this cruise because I'm blaming you if we do.
I'm
That-
bringing
that apartment
I'm
would be-
Outbreak. It's going
clean.
around, guys.
it
Make
is.
sure you're washing your hands. I heard 2 other ships got it today in the Princess Fleet.
I
We're
am
definitely gonna
bringing
get it.
All in America. Bring hand sanitizer.
We're gonna be so sick. I can already tell.
your
I'm bringing hand
phone,
sanitizer,
everything,
and I'm also
phone,
bringing
hand
Lysol
out.
wipes. So
Yeah.
I have a little bit higher cleanliness expectations with Carnival than I do MSC, clearly now, especially, speaking from experience. But I am still going to bring some Lysol wipes just because of, you know, it is going around. So it ain't fun. I ain't looking for a round 2 of the norovirus.
Oh
That
god,
is-
he names sent it.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this up. I gotta get to bed. I gotta get up early tomorrow.
Bro, it's not even 8 o'clock. What do you mean?
I gotta be there at like 6 a.m. working the Carnival Paradise.
She might not even come in tomorrow.
You're gonna have
with
to
the
start
fog.
hooking me up with some ship
I'm
tours
in
again,
tonight.
Cookie.
Oh, is she coming in tonight?
Yeah, she's coming under the bridge. I think at 10.
Ah, okay.
When are you gonna
I'm
be able to
surprised
start
Dave
getting us
didn't-
ship tours again?
I gotta get back to work. I'm almost there, so get ready.
Perfect. My ship tours on TikTok have been popping off. I'm ready for more.
Well,
And the
I
Carnival
want
ones
10%.
especially are doing
I want
well.
10% of your earnings from my
You ain't
ship
getting-
tours.
You're getting a hibachi dinner or a hibachi lunch on the Venezia. How about that?
That works.
Deal.
Deal.
More than 2 hours away, but like I was saying, I'm surprised Jade came in this morning because the fog was pretty bad.
I think she came in late too, or early, like super early.
Oh, did she?
Dang.
I think she was under the bridge at 11. I think she docked at like 1. They've been doing that recently because of the fog.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Let me
good.
see. Let's see.
The
what
fog was
It does
weird
not
this-
need a whole sea day. To
It was
get
weird
back
this
from-
morning. Here in Orlando, I woke up at 7:30. It was very clear, sunny out. And then, as I'm starting to get ready for work and logging in, 20 minutes later, just dense fog. I'm like, this was not here 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, it was super foggy this morning. The last couple days, it's been like that.
Yeah.
So I think even Islander came in early on Tuesday.
Oh, we're gonna see her on Saturday, aren't we, for ship spotting?
Yeah, her, Radiance, and Enchantment.
Sweet. Also, shout out Coop going on Enchantment this weekend.
Oh boy, BRB.
love
We
you,
are
Coop. I
all
can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Squealing. Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Yes. Anyways,
I'm off at 2, Dimitri, so I will see where you guys are at.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll text you with what our updated plans may be.
Okay, I'll just bring a change of clothes. That way I don't have to go all the way home and whatnot. So
Oh, for
you
sure.
gotta
Yes.
you have to come to my place afterwards, anyways. So.
no, tomorrow, not Saturday.
Oh, not tomorrow. I was thinking we were talking about Saturday. Never mind. Sorry. Anyways, we're having a little Pookie sleepover the day before the cruise.
No big deal.
Anyways, anything else before we cut this off?
No. Have a great time. Drink lots of alcoholic beverages.
No problem.
Don't get sick. Eat a lot of pizza and pasta. And
Oh, good
Pasta.
and-
Oh, the pasta's gonna be
Thai burger.
fire on this cruise. I'm looking forward to it.
a lot of pictures.
Yes.
We will take care of your
Phone better
request.
Vibrating in my hand from pictures.
Yes. So with that, thank you everybody for listening, hanging out here live on YouTube, and all of those who are hanging out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys are listening or watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this week, and we're going to take next week off, of course, since we are on the cruise. But the following week, we will return with a review of the illustrious Carnival Venezia. Have a great night, everyone.
Good night.
Peace.